what else would you want to be doing on an Easter Saturday than just a little bit of maintenance on the truck? A few days off, you just feel guilty that you're not doing something. Let's be honest, that's the case. So, we'll get that back on track. Geez, it just spins around. It doesn't really matter. Good thing with bucket hats. So today, while we're here, just parked up at a truck stop, I'm just going to do some really basic stuff. So the first one I really wanted to do was drop the oil, change the filters on my ice pack. So luckily I stole some of this cardboard, so I'm just not sitting in all the, well, we know what ends up on the ground in truck stops. So all we're going to do here, we're going to drop the oil, leave the butt plug somewhere at the back there. We'll drop that, do the couple of filters, do that. And while we're under here, we'll also nip up the brakes. I've got a little grease gun there too. Just quickly do a few of those so we're all happy days. And then we'll venture down the back of the trailer to do the rest. So that's pretty well going to be me for the next few hours. Got a few goodies here. So it took me a bit to find these filters, but hopefully they're good. Hopefully they're the right ones. They're exactly the same, so I had to go to a few places. We've got some other goodies here. Got some wiring I need to do for the trailer for my little up and down plugs. Yeah, just general maintenance at overtime. Oh, and this one too. Half price, plus 30% off at Supercheap. So I couldn't help myself. Bought a whole box of tyre shine. Anyway, that's going to be me for a bit. Better get to it, eh? Now, I know what you're going to say. This would all be a lot easier if I just drop this trailer and roll forward. But the thing is, I've got about 7 tonnes sitting right over the front of the trailer here. So I'm just not that keen to have that much sitting over the legs. Yeah, it's probably going to be fine, but I'd rather just work under there and safe than sorry, I suppose. Yeah, a little bit like that. All right, let's get under here. It's quite easy. So you see at the back there, I've already got my socket on it. All you want to do, just let that off. So should have just one crack and then you'll be able to do the rest by hand. And then with this dollar bucket that you pick up, whack that under the back there. Obviously oil trays are going to be a lot easier, but there we go. It's starting to drain out now. I've done this with the wrong hand, but just keep in mind too, there's also a filter on this as well. So when you get it out, you want to clean that just a little bit also. So there you go. Oh, you beauty. Oh, there you go. So that's the filter for it. Just want to give that a bit of a clean out with a bit of fuel or something like that. And that's the first step. Try not to get that much oil on your hands if you can help it. But obviously I was trying to do it for video effect and totally stuffed it up. So let that drain out now and then we'll start at the top and get those filters off. Alright, just remember here that whatever bolts you take off, make sure you keep all the washers and stuff together because it all is pretty compact in here and goes a certain way, otherwise things end up touching on each other and it's not exactly what you want. Alright, getting pretty close here now. Beautiful. Always lose this washer in the middle here. Come on. Whey, we kept it. There we go, so we'll keep you together. The little thingy that I bought at bloody Retco earlier, she's a little bit too small, unfortunately. I reckon it will get the fuel filter on the other side though, but this one we're gonna have to get by hand. Oh, there we go, we got it. So, good start, good start. Wind her off. Actually, I think this one's a fuel filter, actually. Yeah. Could probably tell that by the amount of diesel that just came out. So, thing is, you actually be able to use that diesel now to clean that filter in the bottom. Oh yeah, and this oil one's coming off nice and easy as well. So, there you go. She's off. Now, before you put your new filter on, your new oil filter, just grab a little bit of oil off the old one and just run it around the rubber ring at the top there. It just helps it seal a little bit better and stop it from cracking. And since I've got plenty of room here, geez, I just keep hitting my head here, don't I? that should just go back on and be able to get that nice and tight with hand tight actually. So we get in there. And Bob's your uncle. So the fuel filter's a little bit different. So here she is here. So what you want to do, you got to fill it up with diesel so that way you don't get any airlocks and that sort of stuff when you start it up. The electronic fuel filter will try and punch it through, but it's just better if you do. So I've come up with a little side of the road device to siphon some fuel out of my tanks without sucking it. Hopefully it works. It could be ingenious, it could not. It's only an idea at the moment, but we'll put it together. So you fill that up, just put a little bit of grease around the top as well, and she'll just plonk back on. All right, let's go get that diesel. And welcome to my ingenious way to get diesel out of this tank. So we're probably about that far down. So she's fairly full, and the way I'm gonna do it is sort of like it's 1468 and I'm getting water out of a well. So what I've done, I've stolen the lid off this little air freshener, punched a couple of holes in the side. So I'm just gonna feed a smaller cable tie through there, basically creating a bit of a bucket. So, yep, so there you go, she's nice and tight there. Grab a big fellow, run that in tight, and just go fishing for some diesel now. And that's not long enough. So lucky, I've got a second cable tie. There we go. Let's see if this works. Ah, there we go. We got a little bit of diesel. So, next thing you want to do, just pour it into that filter. This is obviously going to take me about 4 goes to do, but there you go, it works. Beautiful, all done. Fuel filter, a little bit of oil, and just around the top of the ring there. So I did wipe it off with my rag prior, so she was nice and clean before I put the oil on. So with a full filter, she should just go back on like it came off. It should anyway. Come on. There we go, she's going on now. All right, grab the rag, just get that little bit more out of it. Yeah, she's nice and tight. So we'll bolt that back up, make sure you put the butt plug back in the back of the motor, and then we'll fill it up with oil, which is roughly about a litre and a half anyway. There is a guide on mine that I'll know exactly where to get to. But that's pretty well how you service your ice pack pretty quickly. Cheers, we'll catch you later. But wait, there's more. I almost forgot about this air filter. So I just grabbed my little air fitting that's used for spraying around the seat, and make sure from the inside out, don't blow the crap back in, blow her out. So just give it a nice little, there you go. I couldn't actually find a new one that fitted, so you know, this will be right for the time being. So it's not that dirty, it's just a little bit in there. Now you pop that back on, and she'll be good to go. All right, I'll see you later this time. Yeah.